Ever felt that little voice in your head whispering, "I'll do it tomorrow"? Or maybe, "I'm just not ready yet"? We've all been there. We wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect sign from the universe. But what if I told you that waiting is one of the most expensive things you can do? Not in terms of money, but in something far more valuable: your potential and your peace of mind. This isn't about rushing into things without thinking. It's about understanding a powerful, often overlooked concept. Delay compounds regret. Think about it like this. We all know how compound interest works for money, right? A small amount invested early grows into a fortune over time. Well, regret works in the exact same way, but in reverse. Every time you postpone a decision, you're not just losing the time you spent waiting. You're also losing all the potential growth, learning, and progress that could have happened during that time. Let's say you have an idea for a creative project, a business, or even just learning a new skill. You're excited, but you hesitate. You tell yourself you need to do more research, wait until you have more free time, or until you feel more confident. A month goes by, then 6, then a year. In that year, you haven't just lost a year. You've lost the experience you would have gained from starting, the mistakes you would have learned from, the small wins that would have built your confidence, and the connections you might have made. The initial small regret of not starting on day one has now compounded into a much larger, heavier feeling of what if. On the flip side, timely decisions create momentum. Newton's first law of motion isn't just for physics, it's a great metaphor for life. An object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion. The hardest part is always getting started. Making a decision, even a small one, is the push that gets the ball rolling. Once you're in motion, it's so much easier to keep going, to adjust your course, and to build speed. Think about learning to ride a bike. You can read all the books and watch all the videos, but you'll never learn until you actually get on and start pedaling. You'll wobble, you'll probably fall, but each time you do, you learn something. You learn how to balance, how to steer, how to use the brakes. That's the learning loop in action. Decision leads to action. Action leads to feedback, both good and bad, and feedback leads to learning and growth. You can't get that feedback if you're standing on the sidelines. Many of us are held back by the fear of making the wrong decision. But here's the secret: inaction is also a decision. It's the decision to stay where you are. And often, the wrong decision is more valuable than no decision at all. Why? Because a wrong decision gives you data. It tells you what doesn't work. It clarifies what you actually want. It forces you to pivot and adapt. Stagnation, on the other hand, gives you nothing but the echo of your own hesitation. So how do we break this cycle of delay? Start small. You don't have to quit your job and launch a global empire tomorrow. Just take the smallest possible step in the direction you want to go. Want to write a book? Open a document and write one sentence. Want to get fit? Do 5 push-ups right now. Want to start a YouTube channel? Film a 30-second video on your phone, just for yourself. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to get moving. That tiny action breaks the inertia. It proves to yourself that you can start, and that first step makes the second step infinitely easier. This is how momentum is built, not with one giant leap, but with a series of small, consistent, timely steps. So, look at your life right now. What's that one thing you've been putting off? That conversation you need to have, that project you want to start, that skill you want to learn. Recognize that every day you wait, the cost of regret gets a little bit higher. Don't let your future self look back and wonder what could have been. Make a decision. Take one small action. Start the beautiful, messy, wonderful process of learning and growing today. The perfect moment isn't coming. The perfect moment is now. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you build a life in motion. See you in the next one.